Hey guys, and welcome to this very special video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 products that make me feel fabulous. And what makes this video even more special is that this is a collaboration with my very good friend Abby Bliss White. So if you're coming from Abby's channel, a very special welcome. I love talking about luxury, beauty and fragrances. I would love to have you as part of my lovely beauty community. So please consider subscribing at the end of this video, and also don't forget to check out my blog at angelavanrose.com. If you're a regular, welcome back, dear friends. I'm sure that most of you already know Abby, and I'm so excited to be doing this video together with her today because it's the holiday season. We all want to feel a little bit more glamorous, a little bit more fabulous. So in this video, I'm very excited that I'm going to be sharing really my secret products that make me feel fabulous every single time. So before I start, a few words about Abby Bliss White. She is a very good friend of mine, and she's one of the most beautiful people on YouTube. I mean beautiful both from the inside and outside. She is absolutely gorgeous and she has such a beautiful soul. She is a person with whom I can talk for hours, and I feel very sorry that we don't live in the same country, in the same state, in the same place, because I feel like if we lived closer to each other, she was going to be my coffee buddy and we were going to go out and talk about fragrances. We can talk about fragrances for hours with Abby, and Abby actually has a huge passion for fragrances just like me. She has a great collection of niche fragrances, which I absolutely love, but more importantly, she's also a holistic health coach, and I'm going to have a link to her YouTube channel to the video, and also I'm going to have a link to her website in case you want to check that out, because she teaches healthy eating and healthy lifestyle, and I think it's going to be very useful for a lot of people, especially now, having in mind that it's the holiday season. So I'm going to have all of the information about Abby in the description box below. So I'm very curious to see what are going to be the products that make Abby feel gorgeous and glamorous and fabulous, because she has amazing skin. Okay, and let's go ahead and get started, you guys. And before we start, I wanted to mention that when I was talking to Abby, I thought that it's going to be very interesting if we share products that make us feel fabulous. But I didn't know that actually there was a kind of a series on YouTube, a series of videos that are products that make me feel flawless. So this series were created first by Samantha March. So I'm going to have a link to her YouTube channel in case you want to check that out, because this video is going to be very similar. Fabulous, flawless, it's all the same thing. So, starting with my first product. So when we are talking about feeling fabulous, I always like to prepare beforehand. Like, I don't have like a magical foundation that is going to make my skin look absolutely fabulous whenever I want. So when I want to feel fabulous, I'm usually going to prepare my skin the night before. So one of the products I usually like to take very good care of my skin, because what makes me feel really fabulous and gorgeous is to have beautiful skin, to have absolutely stunning, gorgeous skin. And this takes a little bit of preparation usually. So I always address the current issues of my skin, and I take very good care of my skin, because I feel like if you have a good canvas, everything, every foundation or almost every foundation is going to look absolutely gorgeous. So what I like to do is the night before I have an event, or the night before I really want to make sure that I'm going to look fabulous, I'm going to use an exfoliating mask, and I'm going to treat myself to a very good high quality exfoliating mask. And the one that I have been recently loving, and this one is a real gem, I'm going to show you, is the Chantecaille Hibiscus Smoothing Mask. I'm going to show you a close-up, and I'm going to show you also the consistency of the mask. So this is a product that I use on a regular basis, and I really see a huge difference. This is a mask that contains a combination of AHAs, and it feels very gentle. It is very gentle. I have normal to slightly combination sensitive skin, but right now, this winter specifically, my skin is normal to completely normal, and sometimes I feel like it's a little bit dehydrated, probably because I'm in my mid-30s right now. So my skin tends to change. Like, it used to be very oily when I was younger, but now it's not. So I want to show you the consistency of this mask. So in the past, my favorite product for like overnight transformation of my skin was the Filorga Sleep and Peel Mask, but it is a lot more gentle and it doesn't give me the same results as this one. So this one is a little bit stronger. So I'm using this mask usually twice a week and it keeps my skin very clear, very smooth, which I think is essential for your foundation to look good on the next day. So after you rinse off the mask, definitely go ahead and follow with your full skincare routine, depending on your skin type, depending on your skin condition. Go on with your full skincare routine, like with the essence, with the serum, with the moisturizers, with the oils, with everything. And the next day, really, the skin feels and looks transformed. So the next product that I really love and makes me feel fabulous is the Chantecaille Rose de May Cleansing Balm. Now, this is a very expensive product. It's a very expensive cleansing balm, but I like to use it in the morning when I want my skin to look really beautiful, fabulous. And it has a lot of beneficial ingredients. It's packed with a lot of beneficial ingredients, including raspberry stem cell extract, hyaluronic acid, and phytic acid. The phytic acid is slightly exfoliating, so I like to use this mask in the morning. This is not a mask, this is cleansing balm. So you don't really have to use cleansing balm in the morning, but especially in the winter or when I want my skin to look absolutely fabulous. In the morning, I'm going to use this cleansing balm for my skin because it really feels very hydrating. It doesn't strip my skin. It's very rich. I'm going to show you the consistency, and I have a video actually dedicated to this to this cleansing balm. And this one was actually sent to me from Chantecaille UK to try it, and I definitely have to repurchase it. Now, I started using this mainly in the morning because it is quite pricey and it really makes a difference on how my foundation applies after that. So what I like to do is, even if I don't, on the days when I don't exfoliate my skin in the evening, I would just use this cleansing balm in the morning. And what I like to do is I like to leave it for a couple of minutes as a mask, mainly because it has phytic acid and it's slightly exfoliating, so it's going to create that very even canvas that I absolutely love and that I want. Also, additional benefit is that it smells of roses, so it takes me to south of France, where I love to go. So moving on to the next product that I like to use, this is only I use it in the morning before applying makeup. I like to use a tiny drop of the Chanel Jasmine Oil, and I don't take this really as skincare step, but I take this a step that this is a dry oil. Like, what does it mean, dry oil? Dry oil, I mean that it doesn't make the skin oily. So I have normal to combination skin and I can use this even in the summer and it doesn't make my skin oilier. So I like to use this as treatment to make my foundation look better. So if I'm wearing a medium coverage foundation, I rarely wear full coverage foundations. But if I, for example, if it's not that good skin day and if my skin doesn't feel extremely smooth, this is a product that I'm going to use, and this is a product that immediately smooths everything. And I like to use the tiniest drop, apply it onto my face, and mainly I like to focus it also right here, because I tend to have sometimes, depending on how hydrated I am, depending on the products that I use, because sometimes I like to test products and they are not always the best products, so I tend to get a little bit of lines here under my eyes. And mainly also because when I'm taking photos for my blog, I usually do like this for the camera a lot, and this creates those very unpleasant lines. So this product always helps me to make my concealer smoother, and it prevents creasing of my concealer, and it brings life to my complexion. So I only use it when I feel like my skin is not very smooth and when I feel that my lines here are a little bit more pronounced. A product that really makes me feel fabulous and that always saves me, because it doesn't perform as other oils. Any other oils that I put on my skin, in 2 hours my skin starts to look oily. With this one, this doesn't happen. Next, a product that makes me feel absolutely fabulous and a product that I usually use only under makeup is the Camellia Water Cream from Chanel. I have been showing this and I have a full review of this cream. I really like it. So I keep repurchasing this for times when I feel like I want my skin to look absolutely gorgeous and fabulous, because it really makes a difference in how the foundation looks. Like, I can see a clear difference when I apply this cream. This cream somehow boosts the luminosity in my skin and makes the foundation more luminous, but kind of that French je ne sais quoi, that you don't know how and you can't really tell that it's there, but still there is a difference. So I'm gonna show you how it looks. It's not a skincare product. So if you're buying this with the intention, I mean, I think that Chanel market this cream and promote this cream as also skincare. It doesn't do anything for the skin, to be honest. But it's a great makeup base. So I'm gonna show you. It's completely white. But once you rub it into the skin, now it's too much. The one that I applied way too much. And if you're sensitive to fragrances, I have to warn you here, you're not going to like this one. So it has the signature scent of the Chanel Hydra Beauty line, which a lot of people don't like. I know that a lot of people feel repulsed, so it's literally like applying fragrance to your face. This doesn't bother me at all, really, because especially in my 20s, I was a huge fan of the Chanel Hydra Beauty line, and in my early 30s. Now, in my mid-30s, I'm not such a huge fan of the Hydra Beauty line because, anyways, that's a different topic. But can you see the difference now? You can see how my hand immediately starts to catch the light, and I'm going to show you the two hands. So you can see this one is without the cream and this one is with the cream. It definitely has a difference. So bottom line, this is just a beautifying product that I like to use under my foundation to boost my luminosity and to make me feel like a Hollywood star, if that makes sense. Same effect, you're going to have the same effect from the Chantecaille Radiance Elixir, which is a lot more expensive. I think that it has also better skincare benefits. I used to have this one and I'm probably going to repurchase this, but this is only a fraction of the price. And if you want only the effect of the luminosity, this one works the exact same way as the Chantecaille Radiance Elixir. Okay, moving on to the next product. So I think I have never finished foundation in my life because I like to test new foundations. I like to try new foundations, and generally in my daily life I don't wear foundation on a daily basis. Like most of the time I'm just going to go foundation free. But there is one foundation in particular which I finished until now 4 bottles of, and this is the Le Beige Eau de Teint. The Le Beige Eau de Teint, and I only have one use from this foundation. You can see, like, I can barely squeeze 1 use and 2 uses if I am lucky, but I think I'm not going to be lucky, so I'm almost out of it. I'm out of it. I have to repurchase it. And this is my most repurchased and most used Chanel foundation. The reason why I love this product so much is because it is a water-based product, and it's like no other product, no other foundation. So for some people, this is going to have such a light coverage. But for me personally, because I really like to take good care of my skin and I really don't experience major redness, pigmentation, I love using this for special occasions. And I would usually apply 2 layers of this product because it just plumps up my skin and it makes me look like, and it makes me feel like I'm 20 something. And this is something that I love, absolutely love. It doesn't crease, it doesn't emphasize pores or fine lines. And I find that this is actually a very good product that even people who like more medium coverage foundations, they love it. And I find that actually a lot of people who love even full coverage foundation love it. I find that this is a very interesting product because it works for all skin types. It works for combination to oily skin types, it works for dry skin types. Of course, depending on the condition of your skin, if you're oily, it's going to be more glowy. If you're dry, your skin is going to suck this and it's going to appear more like a natural finish. On me, it looks like a glossy finish and gives me the glass skin effect, which is so beautiful and it makes my skin super plump. And often if I slept well, if I feel like my skin is in a good condition, I'm just going to apply 2 layers of this. I'm going to apply a good layer also under my eyes, and I'm going to skip concealer and everything. Everyone thinks that I just have such a beautiful skin and I don't wear foundation, and I've had amazing experiences with this product, because usually people would say, wow, your skin looks absolutely gorgeous and you don't have any makeup. It's basically invisible on the skin. When blended into the skin, it is invisible. So you can apply it with fingers, with brushes. I find that with the brush, I'm getting a more flawless coverage. I'm getting a more flawless effect, me personally, and when applied with fingers, you're definitely getting more coverage of this product. So definitely it is good to try this product if you haven't tried it already. And if you have, let me know in the comments below what you think, because I'm very curious. I'm always curious to see how products perform on different people, and this helps me to make my videos better in the future and to tell you guys how products perform. But so far I have been receiving only positive feedback for this product. Next, for those of you who are regulars to my channel, this is going to come as no surprise, and this is my favorite, all-time favorite, most repurchased powder. This is by Givenchy and it's Prisme Libre. So I like this powder in mousseline pastel, but I also wear it in satin blanc. So this is the most beautiful powder if you have normal to slightly combination skin to oily skin, because it literally erases pores, and I have a special technique of applying this powder. So if you have dilated pores, I think this product is irreplaceable. Like, do we have this word? Like, it's like I can't replace this product. I have tried so many powders and I'm the powder queen, maybe because, you know, guys, I have been struggling with oily skin all of my life, and people who struggle with oily skin, usually as the summer comes, we start to have a little bit of dilated pores around here, around the nose also. And if there is something that can make my pores disappear, especially in the summer, but I also like it in the winter. And my special technique of applying this, so if you are dry, you're not going to like this powder. If you are dehydrated, you're not going to like this powder. But if you're like me and you have oily skin and you struggle with dilated pores, definitely give this a go. It might be life-changing. So also it's very important how you apply it. So the way I like to apply it is with a damp beauty blender. I'm just going to take the beauty blender. And I have actually a video where I compared this powder to also the Sisley. Why the camera is not focusing? Okay, good. So I have also, this is satin blanc, by the way. I don't have mousseline pastel, but I prefer mousseline pastel. So the way you apply this powder, if you have dilated pores like me, is you just dip your beauty blender into the powder, tap the excess on the back of your hand so that you don't have much powder, and just start pressing the product into your skin. And you're going to see that this is going to keep your face shine free all day long. And also it's going to erase pores, which is something that I really appreciate. Moving on to product number 7. So for number 7, I have to say that the good highlighter can change everything, can make your face look so beautiful and gorgeous. And I usually like the kind of highlighters that are very subtle and that don't have a lot of shimmer in them. So my favorite has been recently, I found this highlighter this summer and I have been using it so much, mainly one shade here, and this is the pink shade. So this is by Guerlain and this is the 3-in-1 Meteorites highlighter. I have a full review on my blog of this highlighter. I really like it. It has 3 colors which pretty much work for everyone, and you can use it on the face, on the eyes. It looks very beautiful if you apply it just in the inner corners of the eyes like I did today. It just brings light. Now the weather is very cloudy today and I'm having that kind of a weird white light, so probably you're not going to be able to see it, but I really like using this in the inner corners of the eyes, and this is what I used today in the inner corners of my eyes and also on my skin. Like, can you see this? You're probably not going to see that very well because of the cloudy weather today, but it's really a good highlighter. It is such a beautiful product. Moving on to the next product, and this is number 8. So as we talk about fabulousness, I can't help myself, I have to mention some of my favorite red lipsticks. Because always when I hear fabulous, somehow it comes to my mind that classic Hollywood look with the classic red lipstick and that really gorgeous. It looks like, to me, it looks like the perfect red lip can make such a huge difference, and every woman has her perfect red lipstick. By the way, the perfect red lipsticks video is coming very soon on my channel, so keep an eye on my YouTube channel if you want to choose the perfect red, because I have so many beautiful red colors to show you. But moving on to what makes me feel fabulous. So if I have 3 red colors in particular that make me feel absolutely gorgeous and fabulous and give me that kind of a Hollywood star feeling. So I have 2 all-time favorite red colors, and I have one that I found this year. So I'm gonna start with the New Discovery. The New Discovery is by Gucci, and these are all 3 different shades of red. So I have one from Gucci, I have one from Chanel, and then I have one from the House of Siage. And usually when I want to feel super fabulous, I'm gonna choose red color from the House of Siage. Today I've chosen a red bow lipstick case to match my outfit. Can we see that? These are always conversation starters. But let me just go ahead and show you first the Gucci lipstick. So the Gucci lipstick that I found this year is Louisa Red. And it looks quite dark in the bullet, but once applied on the lips, it's not that dark actually. So I'm gonna swatch it here. Okay, and it's that very deep red color, almost like a cherry red color. And this is a color that really makes me feel fabulous. I love this Gucci lipstick. It feels very comfortable on the lips. It's absolutely beautiful. Then the next color comes from Chanel, and this is not a new lipstick. This used to be a limited edition, but I loved this color. And I purchased actually 2 of them because they were limited edition, but I think that you can still find this in some Chanel boutiques, and this is the Chanel lip color in number 1. And this is a more bright red color. And I'm going to swatch this next to the Gucci. So this is the Chanel, and this is a more classic, more bright red color. And then the one that I most often use when I have a special occasion or when I want to really feel special, this is from the House of Siage, and I've chosen this for this lipstick. I've chosen a red bow lipstick case. So first of all, the House of Siage bows always make me feel super expensive. They always make me feel so special. So this is my favorite red of all, and this is Queen by House of Siage. This is the what I call the Hollywood color. Like, this is the ultimate Hollywood red color. It is such a beautiful, I'm wearing it today, so this is the color that I wear today, and this is the ultimate Hollywood red color. It is rich, it's beautiful, it smells like vanilla, and it's the one here. And you can see that it's a true red color. It makes the teeth appear whiter, and it smells very lightly. It smells very luxuriously like vanilla, and it always makes me feel so extra and so beautiful. And coming next is the fragrance. Fragrance is definitely something, a product that makes me feel absolutely fabulous, and I'm usually choosing my fragrances depending on the occasion and depending on my mood, depending on the way I feel. About fragrances I can talk for hours and hours, but for today specifically I've chosen Tiara. This is probably my most favorite fragrance, and because I'm not from the US, I remember that actually with Abby, before I had Tiara, I remember that Abby once was going to New York, and in New York, House of Siage have a counter, and I remember that specifically I was chatting with her, and I told Abby, like, you have to smell Tiara and you have to tell me how Tiara smells, because I love fragrances. I loved reading about notes, and I knew that this was going to be like my signature fragrance, and it really is my signature fragrance. And I was telling Abby, like, Abby, you should definitely smell Tiara. Like, I made her a list of like, smell this one, and this one, and the one that I was most interested in was Tiara, and I was telling her, like, smell Tiara, you have to tell me how this fragrance smells. And she smelled it and she said, oh my gosh, this is amazing fragrance. The fragrance is great. And I remember that she liked a little bit more Benevolence, but she said, like, yeah, Tiara is really great. So that really is a gorgeous scent because it has that very nice kind of a sweet, a little bit spicy opening. It has cinnamon and mandarin, it has rose oil and peony, and then it has musk and vanilla in the base. And I can feel very well the Madagascar vanilla. I'm gonna spray this a little bit more generously on myself. Elegance in a bottle, I would say. One last thing that I want to talk about that really makes me feel fabulous, and I think this is very important. It's not a makeup product, it's not a skincare product, but it's, I would say, wellness product, and this is my elliptical trainer. So I always, when I move, when I go to a different place, I always have, since my early 20s, I always have elliptical trainer at home, and I feel like this is one of the things that really makes me feel fabulous, because exercising is very important. Even if you don't have elliptical trainer, I'm going to have a link actually in the description box to show you what it looks like, and probably I'm going to take some photos of mine that I have at home. But this is something that really helps to uplift my spirit. It helps me to feel better and to look better. It's not about overall appearance. I usually work out quite a lot, so I realize that not everyone should work out as much as I do. I just feel better that way, but I feel like it's very important for our mental health. It's very important for the way you feel, and I would actually suggest this to all of you guys. Start working out, especially now that I know that also a lot of you in the US are currently in lockdown. So this is going to change the way you feel. This is going to change absolutely everything. Start working out and you're going to see that really this is something that is going to make you feel and look absolutely fabulous. Okay guys, so that was all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and please go ahead and watch Abby's video as well. I know that she's going to show some very interesting products, and I'm really curious to see what are the products that make her feel fabulous. So I would highly appreciate your support, and I would highly appreciate if you decide to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It means so much to me. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.